Was it the gondolas? It was the like the Skyliner, the wire.
Oh, right. Gosh, I don't even remember that. That was so long ago.
Yeah.
But I thought Bertha was kind of a bust.
Yeah, maybe it was. So maybe it was Floyd.
I thought that, but Floyd was,
Somebody just and Floyd was like 99, right? Don't Google it.
I'm not going to Google it, but I do know Floyd. It's not like there were a lot of deaths, but there was so much water. And
Right.
flooding.
And it stayed offshore, thankfully. Okay.
I want to say also, like the only death we had was somebody having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Actually, a car out of water, I think.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Deanna, by the way, one of our directors, a goddess among creatures on Earth, and a library of information. That's why I asked Dee. That's the nice thing of doing coffee talk from the newsroom, is you can lean on your friends. Anyway, let's see. Back to where we were going. Floyd. Yeah, everybody says Floyd. All the others say Floyd. Yeah, I remember it was Floyd. Yeah. Floyd, what a system. Really glad that didn't hit us. Directly, at least. It was Hurricane Dorian. I mean, Dorian may have taken another toll, but not on the Daytona, not on the Main Street Pier. Gosh, if only there was a way you could look that information up. I know. All right, enough of that. So, we are looking good today. If you're wanting to head out to the attractions, I think you're going to be doing just fine, taking the dog on a walk, whatever you want to do, whatever outdoor activities. If you're wanting to head over to the Magic Kingdom, take me with you. We'll just tell Tony Manolfi that I'm not feeling well, right? Hey, Tony, sorry I can't come to work. Whammy. Temperatures in the upper 70s, lower 80s. We get to about 83, 84 degrees down there at the tourist district. But there are changes, okay? So let's talk about our next storm system. First off, let's set things up for tomorrow. Lunchtime tomorrow. Let's even take one more step back. Hold on a second. Let's take one more step back. What's going on right now? Nope. Why is that there? Hold on. There we go. All right, so what's going on right now? So there's a cold front north of us. Now, this cold front is not going to cold frontize us, so to speak. It's not going to make that drastic change. But what it does is it starts bubbling up moisture, okay? So looking ahead to tomorrow, that moisture is still there, but starting to kind of do its thing in the Gulf of Mexico. Now, if you've watched Coffee Talk for the last few weeks, if we look on the calendar, first off, I've got a cold front labeled for today, and it's north of us. Added that. What does that say there? 1020? Yeah, added 1020 cold front. That's today. Okay, so there is a cold front there. But for tomorrow, I put tracking the tropics, and that was added 1017. October 17th, we said we were going to be tracking the tropics, and what else did I write? Gulf. So, watch what happens here. Looking ahead through Thursday and into Friday, it's called a cutoff low. And through Thursday into Friday, that cutoff low develops and then rides along basically another front. So Friday and even potentially into Saturday now, we're looking at showers and thunder showers impacting Central Florida, some of which could get a little feisty, okay? Depending on the exact positioning of the low, depending on all the different ingredients, it's a little too early to get into the real nitty-gritty. We can kind of get an idea, but you can very clearly see there's going to be a storm system, and then after that storm system, cooler, drier air dives in. So, how much rain could we be talking? Well, let's take a look at some of the rainfall numbers, okay? And let's just roll through time here. Let's go all the way through Saturday, all right? So, again, keeping in mind that Saturday could see some showers. So, depending on exact tracks, this is the European model. Notice our northern spots, the yellows and the oranges. So from about 2 to 5 inches of rain is what the model's saying. Whereas into the metro, it's the lighter shades of green. So it's about a ½ inch to 2 inches of rain with isolated heavier spots. That's the European solution. Let's look at the GFS solution, okay? And you'll see that the rainfall numbers between the European and the GFS are not that different, although the European is definitely, and it says through Tuesday, but it's drier after, so this is fine. But basically, this storm system, you can see the GFS is going a little lower end rain with about 1 to 2 inches in our northern spots, with the exception of like Flagler County getting more into that 3 to 5, honestly. So most of the heavy rain, according to all of the models at this point, are looking to be in our northern areas, but its exact track is going to be based heavily on the exact track of this storm system kind of evolving and moving through. So that's what we're looking at for right now. Okay? Just looking at some kind of... I just can't believe I spilled all over this shirt. I'm going to walk around like a putz all day today. Man, oh man. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Our next weather impactor is going to be this storm system Friday, and now the models are even hinting at it lingering into Saturday. Shay, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Beverly, good morning. Tom says, looks like Saturday will suck now. Well, let's take a look, okay? So that's the overall scenario. So what I want to do is I want to take a look at our Futurecast model, and then we can look at some of the global models as well. Remember, we've got all the data here. All right, give me a second. Does this go out? Do you go out that far? Yeah, you just go out that far. And you probably, I'm just looking at our mesoscale models. Our mesoscale, yeah. So we'll have to go to one of our longer models. Just give me 2 seconds here. The mesoscale models, they're hypersensitive, but they don't go out very far because the idea is a smaller grid, smaller external time, and it takes them a lot longer to do a shorter period, whereas these broader models, they run larger grid size, but they also go out further, okay? So here's our Futurecast long range. So let's just start. Thursday, you could see a few showers across our area, especially late through the overnight into the morning. There's Friday morning. This is already, I could tell you, this is going to be a problem for our friends running the Disney Wine and Dine 5K, which is Friday morning. This is not looking like a perfect, beautiful, great scenario, right? You've got a lot of moisture. Granted, the majority of it is out in the Gulf of Mexico, but we do look like we're going to see showers in that time frame. Not ideal. Through the day Friday, showers, thunder showers marching through there, 7 p.m., basically all day. You know, I would say that if trends continue to look this direction, I got a ticket here. Close them. Okay, very cool. Sorry. A ticket in the ticketing system for my corporate graphics. I would say that we may need to up our rain chances on Friday depending on the evolution of this storm system. All right, let's keep this going. So there's Friday. Continuing through, and it looks like overnight Friday into Saturday, you can see Saturday, some lingering showers, but gradually clearing out. So Friday, by far and away, looks to be the stormiest of the days. And it looks like it's going to be one of those situations where morning and night, we could be talking about the rains, right? So not great when it comes to, that's the wrong Disney graphic. Where are you? This is the one, sorry. Not a great forecast when it comes to our Fall Feast 5K, okay? Mostly cloudy, tracking showers around. Race starts at 5 a.m. This is not going to be a perfect one, my friends. I will say that it looks much better for the 10K, much better for the half marathon, all right? So since we're on this beat, so there's the 5K. Showers, hopefully not thunder showers, but, you know, we're watching for that. Here's the 10K. That's on Saturday morning. A lingering shower or so, but most of the energy will already have moved through. And then for long haulers wanting to get out and run the half, we're looking much, much, much better. Temperatures in the 50s, sunrises at 6:42. Remember, we are falling back. So just a reminder. So sunrise and sunset are going to be different on Sunday. But at any rate, the Wine and Dine half looks far better than the 5K. And the 10K is kind of a transitional piece there. So, you know, for what it's worth. Christine says that big green blob looks like Mr. Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Any other comments? Just kind of getting caught up. Geez, I couldn't find you this morning. Good morning. Hey, Linda, good morning to you. Owen said, will be interesting to see the LRC return patterns off this system. I agree with you. Meteorologist Kelly in class, you know, we text a lot. I mean, I text the whole weather team. I'm basically that annoying, like, buddy or brother to everybody that I work with. And Kellyanne, I was mentioning a new graphic that I had built and I saw her use on the air, and she was chatting with me. She's like, "How about this storm system?" I think she said something like, "Boy, if the waters were warmer, it would develop or something." And my response was, by next hurricane season when this comes back around in the LRC, this is going to be something. This is going to be part of the pattern that we're going to have to watch. So we'll call it like the November 5th. We'll call it the November 5th part of the pattern, the 11/5 part of the pattern. You'll see it. You'll get there. Come next year. Just remember, if you follow along with us, next hurricane season, the storm system that we're tracking this Friday is going to be a part of that, which also tells you, without having to get too in depth, probably going to have a higher chance for West Coast Florida tropical system or the Panhandle. We'll have to see what it does all winter long, right? But there's your clue, right? So as you follow us along in the long-range cycling, when we put out our hurricane forecast, it shouldn't be a big surprise, right? You're observing this with me, and I'm talking you through it, right? So, this is going to be one of those indicators. Sarah's asking, we will be over on Treasure Island Saturday. Is it going to be a complete washout? No, I think Saturday morning you may see some showers, but little by little this storm system is exiting. As a matter of fact, here's another way to explain it, okay? So here's what we've got. Thursday, you've got that front and a developing storm system out over the Gulf of Mexico, okay? Thursday into Friday, what happens is this storm system kind of works in our direction, brings us those showers and those thunder showers Friday, and then even a few lingering on Saturday. But Saturday into Sunday, cooler, drier air dives into the peninsula, and we're looking at a dramatic shift, a beautiful fall shift. Yeah. So that's another way to look at it, right? Is as this moves through Saturday into Sunday. Frank says, so you don't keep an extra shirt at the office. Let me tell you something, buddy. I'm about to have to buy my third set of suits and my third set of shirts. So I guess this is just going to accelerate it, but you could see it. I don't know if you could see it. Can you see that? Can you see my spill? That was my Premier Protein Shake. Dag nabbit. I open it and it spilled, and it's like I'm having a morning as it is, and I'm like, oh, of course you're going to stain. Of course you're going to do that. Of course you are. So anyway, that's kind of what we're looking at, my friends, just to make sure everybody's on the same page with our next big storm system to move our direction. Jane says rain during the 5K is fine. Yeah, I mean, if I'm honest, and I've run 5Ks, I've never run a 10K, but I have run 2 halves. I would say I'm better with rain in a 5K than I am rain in a half. I was faced with running a half in the rain one time. That did not play out, and I'm very thankful for it. So, for what it's worth. Joanne says it's camping weekend, no rain. Remember, that's Friday. Friday night, overnight into Saturday, the stormy weather clears through, and then by Saturday, Saturday during the day it clears out and gets better and better and better. So I would say your Friday may be crummy, but little by little by little, we're going to be getting better. Susan, what time do you think that the rain will start tomorrow in DeLand, Deltona area? All right, so let's do this. This is our kind of mesoscale model, and you can see a couple of those little coastal showers through the day today. 1 or 2 may try to sneak inland. Here's tomorrow morning. We're good. A couple of those showers through the day. You notice into the afternoon, could see a couple of showers trying to pop up along that frontal boundary that's over top of us, but it's not really going to get active until we look ahead to Friday. Friday, you can see those coastal rains, and then just watch how it's all kind of evolving and moving on up and moving on in. Yeah. Go back. Yeah, like 3 p.m. It looks like it's going to be, you can see there's Friday at noon through the afternoon, kind of just starting to watch the rains filter through. So, this Futurecast model for right now is kind of keeping the rains a little delayed on Saturday, and that actually makes sense. The trends have been little by little that we're kind of backing up the timing a little bit to more and more of a midday, afternoon Friday, overnight Friday into Saturday morning kind of thing. So, we'll have to, at the end of the day, we'll just have to watch the trends to see, how it all plays out. All right? So that's kind of where we're at. Can you show long range for next weekend, the 13th? Yeah, we can look. Chris, so you text a lot. I do text a lot. Janet says we love being annoyed by you. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. Adam, interesting. Frank says it's all cyclical. It very much is. Isn't life that way? Like, case in point, we were working on graphics, and I was like, I kind of want to start making surface graphics like this, a little just broader, like this. And Manolfi's like, didn't we used to make graphics like that? And I said, yeah, like 10 years ago. But it is cyclical. Like, now I'm kind of like, well, it's simple. It's clean and clear, so why not? So, anyway, why not? That's just the way that it goes. All right, so let's look at the 7-day, and then we can check in on our long-range stuff, because I know that a lot of you do love that. I certainly love that as well. Betty says, does not seem like there have been many markers for the LRC so far. There haven't been many tropical markers. There have been like 2 or 3, and we'll have to see how it plays out. And remember, once you observe the first one, there's always stuff you miss. So the second, the third, like that's why we don't put out a hurricane forecast until March, because by March, you've got October, November, December, January, February, March. You've got 3 cycles to watch storm systems motion and evolution and to pick up on things you missed and go back and audit. I'm telling you, thanks to the long-range work that I'm doing now, I'm absolutely in a busy season. Even if our local weather doesn't stay very busy, I'm absolutely in a busy season right now, because now is when it's digging deep into the maps to try and work on our hurricane season forecast. So, for what it's worth. How cold will the storm be? How cold will it be after the storm passes? Annie's asking. Well, there's our 7-day forecast, right? So the interesting question is, how much sun do we get Saturday and Sunday? And I say that because we know that the temperatures are going to be getting cooler, but if we get sunshine, then these mid-70s will play out. If we stay super cloudy, you'd be looking at more lower 70s for daytime highs this weekend. So we're kind of splitting the difference at the moment, but we're certainly backing up the rain chances into Saturday a little bit, certainly Saturday morning. But then how quick does the clearing happen? So that's kind of where we're at. It'll be an interesting scenario. But either way, Friday looks to be the stormy day, and depending on the overall path of that storm system, we could be talking about the threat for strong to severe storms, which is another indicator of our winter and spring weather patterns, okay? That said, that does play into the LRC. We're already tracking that. And a reminder, we do put out winter forecasts. Just to give you kind of ideas of what's coming. So we'll get there. It's just one of those mornings, Beverly. Yeah, my 3.5-year-old decided he wanted to be a real putz today. Eric, I didn't see anything on your shirt. You look great as always. Becca, thank you. So I'm on the 9 o'clock show for CW18, and I brought a suit that fit. Yeah, it doesn't really fit anymore. I brought one of my best fitting suits. I'm already needing to get more. But I also brought one of my pre-surgery suits because it's so dramatic, the size difference. So I was thinking on CW I would, take my jacket off and put the other jacket on, but now with the stain, I just don't know that I'll do that. Ay. What are you going to do? Jack says protein shakes are expensive too. I get them in bulk just because of that very fact, yeah. I've got in the Weather Center, but I'm going to, after Coffee Talk, I'll do it, but I've got in the Weather Center, I've got a Tide stick, a Tide pen, so we'll give that the old college try. Yeah. Just pour the shake over the rest of the shirt. Yeah, then it'll be a darker, instead of a white shirt, it'll just be like a dark, like a cream shirt almost, a cream-colored shirt. Yeah. Sonia, good morning to you. Dan, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much, Anna. Love you as well. Everything that goes around comes around. It's so true. So doesn't it just fit that it also plays out in our weather world, right? Just lose the shirt and show off the weight loss to the ladies. Let me tell you something, Jack. Nobody wants to see this. It's hairy and flabby. It's a mess. It's a mess. Still have a lot of work to do, All right. So that's where we're at right now. It's typical for 2 to 3 year olds. So true. So true. Mario says, why rain on the weekends? Remember, we've got a storm system Friday, so we're going to see a few showers coming through Thursday. Storm system works through Friday. We're kind of backing it up a little later in Friday. But looking ahead to Saturday, there's just going to be some lingering moisture. It's not looking terrible. It's actually looking better and better and better. So, you just have to kind of take it as it goes. It'll get there. It'll get there. Oh, by the way, while we're chatting, put the big jacket over the smaller one. That's a smart idea. While we're talking, and I'm going to have a better link for you next week, but just a reminder, we've got the Coffee Talk drive-thru, my friends. Could be you. Could be you. You can always sign up for the Coffee Talk drive-thru. Let me see. I think I can get a link to this. Hold on. I'd like to post a link so that you can sign up. Hold on. There's that copy. Let me paste it here. Here's the link for the Coffee Talk drive-thru. All right. That way you could sign up. Remember, Fridays, in these quieter months, we're going to be doing the Coffee Talk drive-thru, which means we bring one of you in via Skype Live, chat, get to know who you are. You get to know who all of us are. You could ask me questions. I could ask you questions. Everybody asks you questions. It's a great, 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 great time. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Yes, if you're wanting to watch the show at 9 o'clock, I believe I'm going to be around 9:30. It's going to be on wesh.com, and you can click and watch it live. So that'll be cool. All right, shall we do some long-range stuff? Before we do any other long-range stuff, let's just review. Good morning. Let's just review. This was the BSR image from October 17th when we made note of our storm system that's approaching us. On the 17th, that's a lot of stuff there, right? But on the 17th, look in the Florida Panhandle. See that storm system? On the 17th, we had talked about how there is a clear indicator that something is going to be stormy. We said it could be tropical, it could not be, but there's going to be a storm system moving toward Florida around November 4th. That's what we said, because if you look at my phone, tracking the tropics ? Gulf added 1017. That was the image. So the BSR gave us weeks of notice, okay? That's the power of the BSR. That's the beautiful part of the BSR. So that said, what else is the BSR indicating? Well, we can go back and we can look, and let's just do that. Give me a second to get it set up here. Let me stop the animation. We'll go back, and I will bring it up for you. All right, so the BSR. What does the live BSR show? All right, let me do this. Because we're transitioning out of the tropics, I guess we can kind of move this around a little bit just to get more continental United States viewing angles, right? Doesn't that make sense? All right, so here we are. My eyes are burning yesterday. I went to bed early because of allergies. Yeah, they're so much fun right now. All right, so this is a look at the surface map. Actually, this is the upper air map. I'm gonna pull up my calendar. Have to do some conversions. It's 12Z. So that's Monday of next week. So still kind of cool. Still comfortable, we'll say. Starting to warm up there. That is 12Z on the... A week from today, that's an upper air warming pattern. So that would indicate temperatures are warming in Central Florida. There's another front right there. 12Z. That's the 12th. That's another front there on the 12th. We'll have to see if that's a decent storm system or not. And we've talked about that, but you could see cooler air moving through the 12th into the 13th, and we've got that marked. Cold front storm system, we added that 1026, so that's been in our long-range forecast for a while. That's a pretty decent little storm system there. You see that you see just north of Louisiana there? That's a pretty decent storm system through the deep south. That's the 14th. And then a nice, decent cold front moving through our area on the 15th. I have that labeled and put that on the 26th as well. Or added that October 26th, but that's November 15th. Big cold front moving through central Florida. Big storm system for the deep south. May even be developing into a nor'easter. As a matter of fact, yeah. Yeah, getting into the 16th. So the 15th into the 16th, maybe talking about almost like a nor'easter type setup where you get this big cold front and storm system through us and then it rides up the coastline. So if you've got friends or family that live in the Northeast, New England, the 15th into the 16th, and I don't even know if the model's even indicating that. Let's just give me 1 second here. U.S. region, let me see, continent, North America, and I just want to look at multi-parameter, moisture, precipitation. Surface, winter, snowfall total. I just want to look and see. Multi-parameter. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. I'm getting this dialed up. Give me a second and I'll pop it up on your screen there as well. I just wanted to look. All right, so that's a United States raw model map because I want to just look and see if the model... Yeah, see, I don't even know that the model goes out far enough. There's a big storm system off the coast there. That's November 10th. We're saying the 16th there's going to be a big one. But I don't know that it goes... Yeah, it doesn't go out that far. But it's also still running. Let's go one model run back just to eyeball it. Yeah, it doesn't go out that far. All right. So, at any rate, we'll have to wait and see how that, once it gets into model range. But that's an interesting little scenario. That's the 16th. Let's keep going. For us, it looks like a nice chilly setup. Mid-November is looking cool. Then there's another storm system, and that's a big one there. That's a big storm system on the... That's the 17th. And what did I write on my calendar there? Big storm system, cool down, SVR. So that is kind of a prime setup for winter severe weather in Central Florida. We added that on October 29th. That's November 17th. So November 17th is going to be a timeline where the boss is walking in. November 17th, mark it on your calendar, severe threat. She's like, I just got in. Don't talk to me. It's all right. I annoy her. She annoys me. We're best friends, though. So November 17th, okay? That's going to be that storm system right there. That's an interesting one. All right, it's a very, very interesting. It's a very interesting winter pattern that we're in. If I'm being honest with you, it doesn't look like it's absolutely not the same pattern as last year. It's absolutely a different pattern. Yeah. So you can tell that we've entered into the new LRC. And if these storm systems have been consistent and further south, and so that gives me an indicator that we're going to have a kind of an active winter. It may be dry between the storm systems, but these storm systems are going to be moving through one after another. So very interesting stuff. Evelyn says you've got your ring on today. I'll tell you, Evelyn, and I think I said it yesterday, I wear it when I'm on TV. But this thing does not, if I'm not careful, this thing will just come right off. I've got to get this resized or something. So, yeah. Lopez, could this be a repeat for the LRC? It will be, but we haven't duplicated the LRC yet. So, yeah, we're still very much in that first cycle. We're like day 26 or 27, and they usually run like 40 to 60 days usually, so we're not there yet. Lopez Jam, that's the answer to that question. Eye doctor has me using, eye drops for the allergies, yeah. Julie, as long as it dries out by the 20th for FMBC State Championship, I'm putting my request in now. Well, let's see. I don't know how far out we go yet, but let's go as far out as we can. So, big storm system, big chill right there. That's... That's the 18th, okay? Big chill for the 18th. That's the 19th. That's the 20th. So the 20th is showing a little front moving through. So what I'm curious about is if there's moisture. It doesn't look like it would be a big stormy setup, but it does show a little front kind of sliding through in that vicinity there. And then it goes out. So the 20th, let me just look at the surface for the 20th. Bear with me 1 second. So that would be the surface map for November 3rd. So it looks like the 19th into the 20th, there's your front moving through and then clearing out. So right now, it does actually look like a front will come through just before FMBC State. After that, cooler, drier air. So it looks for now like things are going to be perfect, okay? Then let's just go as long as we can. Long range, there's that. There's that. A little bit of a warm-up. It looks like that would be a warm-up right there, and that would be... That's 23rd. So now we're into Thanksgiving week, okay? So it looks like at the moment we're getting into a warm-up Thanksgiving week. Interesting. First indicator on Thanksgiving week right there. That is November 23rd. That is Tuesday. For now, the indication is that we're going to be starting to warm on Thanksgiving week. Do we get a front before Thanksgiving? I don't know. But right now, that's a warm-up on Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. All right? Will it snow in Florida? No. It will not. Any questions? I may have to get a ring guard. Any questions, my friends, before we put Coffee Talk to bed for the day? We did our long-range stuff. Talked, we laughed, we cried. We did a little of this, a little of that. Dial up the 7-day forecast. Duct tape can also hide stains. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure something out. November 25th, my birthday. Annie, I'm doing that just for you. Happy birthday. Yeah. So, again, we've got that storm system coming in on Friday. Right now, 70% coverage of showers and storms. It's kind of the old front that's over top of North Florida now helps to bubble up some moisture, and then you get what's called a cutoff low. It just develops and rides in our direction. Yeah, so Friday is going to be, looks like a stormy setup, my friends. Any other questions? Weather for the launch. Well, look, Friday into Saturday, we've got the storms around. So the launch, while the 45th has not officially put out a launch forecast yet, this is kind of what we're going with on a first call. 50% not looking great in the upper levels, not looking great for recovery. My personal thought is that Saturday night at 11:36 will not happen. This, again, not an official forecast. We always work directly with the 45th, Space Launch Delta 45, the new name. I have to remember the new name. They haven't put out an official forecast, so this is kind of what we're calling for right now until we can get in conjunction with their meteorologists. But for right now, I don't think it's looking very good. Think about it. There's a storm system that's going to be in the area, and you're not just looking at launch weather, you're also looking, because it's a manned flight, you've got to look at abort weather, so that along the entire flight path, God forbid something happens, they have to abort. It's all about, what do you do, right? Recovery weather. So I don't think Saturday is looking good, just being honest. We'll see how it goes. All right? Enjoy your interview. Try not to talk with your hands. Don't want your ring flying off. It's true. I literally, and I don't know if you notice on weekends, when I do the weather, I usually have to bend my fingers back to keep my ring on, as silly as it sounds. I just need to get something that fits. Let's see here. Can we watch your show on the app? Yeah, absolutely. New BSR and LRC method for next year. We're watching for the next year. Yeah, right now we're using the BSR to give us an idea of the future, but all of what we're experiencing keys into the LRC for next year. Yeah. All right. So, yes, you're able to watch the 9 a.m. newscast. And by the way, just in case you know or don't know, the 9 a.m. newscast on CW18 is a very different newscast. And I see the producer over there, but I think she's working. Let me see. Hold on a second. Are you busy? She's busy. I think she's busy. Hold on one second. Danielle, are you busy? Can I borrow you for 2 minutes? Just a 2-minute advertisement on Coffee Talk? I just want to tell everybody the difference in the 9 a.m. show. All right, so this is Danielle. Everybody say hi. So I was just saying the 9 a.m. newscast is very different than any other that we do.
It is.
Can you explain what you were the brainchild of the newscast?
Hi.
So can you explain what the differences are?
Sure. So the 9 a.m. Can people hear me with my mask on? I hope
Yeah,
so.
just talk loud, I guess.
So the 9 a.m. is more talkers. You know, we get to have the anchors, you know, voice their opinions on certain topics. We kind of can do a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
So that's why we have you join us today, because we have all this time to, you know, talk about things that people have a lot of questions about, or, you know, it's everyday things that, you know, we as humans just kind of want to know about.
I love it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's what the 9 a.m. is. We get to have fun.
You get to have fun. That's the thing.
fun.
Having fun. All right, very cool. Thank you. Sorry to bother you. I know
No, you're good.
it's like busy time. Listen, for a producer to come over, you know, like 15 minutes before show. Thank you. Sorry. but yeah. So the 9 a.m. If you've never watched, it's kind of super cool because it's super different, and that's what she's going for, and she engineered this different newscast. So anyway. You need tapered fitted shirts. Well, look, I just stained this one, so believe me, this one's going gone. All right, listen, I'm going to go see if Kellyanne needs any help before the 9 a.m. newscast. It will be on wesh.com. All right, Marie, so no worries. It will be there on wesh.com. Be the sunshine in someone else's day, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Be good, be good. I will see you guys on TV at 9 o'clock over on CW18. I think it's 9:30. And then, of course, Coffee Talk tomorrow. All right, bye, y'all.